Well, good morning.
Oh, good morning.
So we're at the river.
We made it.
We thought about doing a hot plunge this morning. Opted for a hot beverage.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So we're warming from the inside.
Yeah. And yeah, we got 3 more weeks, I think, in person here.
Yeah.
At least in this neck of the woods until I make my way back here.
Special episode coming next week. Well, every episode is special, but
That's right. Actually, I'm thinking
we
that.
have two guests coming on next week.
Yeah, 2 guests coming on next week. And you know what? The way that our delay is on our publishing, that'll publish the week that I'm leaving.
Figure out. Yeah. It's a good goodbye to Canada.
That's right.
You'll want to see this one.
Absolutely. Well, let's make the most of the time that we're here, you know?
Yeah.
Get some good breath in, not only this moment, but even just the next 3 weeks.
Some adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out and enjoy the outdoors. Actually, on that note too, shout out to Taylor for taking us out on his e-foils the other day. Did my first night foil. That's a totally different experience too.
I don't think I've been out in the evening yet.
No?
Well, sorry, at the retreat.
Yeah.
That was pretty dark.
Yeah. Yeah, this one was pitch dark, man. The moon was lighting up. It was the only thing lighting things up. And then he's got the lights on his foil too. So it was an interesting experience. It's like you're floating on air.
Totally. Well, because you don't even have the depth perception at that point.
No.
You can't see the water at all.
Nothing. Don't even know if you're foiling above it, really.
Exactly.
Just kind of the feel of
the drag or
resistance, yeah. All right, well, another episode of the Cold Plunge.
Truth. I was looking for the bear to say it, maybe the bird.
Here we go. One voice.
All right. Oh, it's just us this morning.
Well, not just us.
Thank you.
Hey?
Thank you. Corrected me with my own correction. Well done. It is us this morning.
It is us.
And
you and I.
Just the two of us. There's that just again. They even used it in the song. Yeah.
It is in the song. It's like it's ingrained in our brains.
All right. But yeah, I think the noise that's being made in the background, the beautiful sounds that are being delivered to us, may be enough for us today in our meditation. I'm feeling I could use a little bit of energy healing almost. And so I want to let nature give us that opportunity to do that. So we'll do our 3 rounds of breath this morning, being very aware and observant of the light breeze that's coming through, of the river that's flowing, any birds that may grace us with their song, and just really be in tune with our breath. Close down your eyes if you haven't already. Just settle into your seat a little bit. Wiggle around if you need to. Nice, erect, comfortable spine. Drop your shoulders if you need to. Before we start our breath, let's just sit here for a moment. Natural breath in silence. Prep our being. start to come back a little bit. With our eyes still closed, I want you to listen to the sound of the water and imagine it washing over your body from head to toe and cleansing, purifying, washing away any frustrations, any moments of anger, any places of darkness we've had over the past week, any moments we've fallen from grace and maybe not too proud of our actions. And as the water cleanses us, it creates space for more joyous actions, events, interactions. And that would be our intention as we go into the water today. As we look at this river as a form of healing, as a form of delivering strength, a form of awakening and new beginnings. Let's take just 3 big inhales and exhales together. 3, 2, 1. Finish with gratitude. Our left and right hand over our heart. A gentle smile on your face. And one last breath in at your own pace. Open your eyes when you're ready. Have a look at our beautiful surroundings. It's good. So today I wanted to do what our good friend Danielle calls it, pattern interrupt. Where I said we were going into breath. But when I closed my eyes, I was simply enjoying the silence that much that I wanted to embrace it. I wanted to also challenge you a little bit to see,
Felt it.
Is Trev thinking right now, when are we going into the breath? Or is he just surrendering and saying, it doesn't matter.
It was all of
Just
that.
let it flow.
Yeah, it was all of that. And then I also even thought too, like, can I just do the breath on my own? Why don't I just do the breath on my own, you know? Yeah, it's good.
Didn't plan it, but once I got into it, I was like, let's have a little fun here. And the silence was so nice.
Yeah.
And as I had said, I wanted the nature to deliver that for us, and so
It did it.
Did.
It did it.
Okay, I'm in, Trev.
Coming, dear. All right, phone in my pocket. No, we're good. I did go in the lake with the phone in my pocket.
We're just going knee deep today.
Yeah, I'm good with that, right?
It's pretty good. You know, my calves are getting a good surge here.
Oh, let's just do it. It's very fitting you say that too, actually, because I got a question for you when we get in here. Okay.
Here we go, baby. And one, and a two, and a three. Ooh.
I don't know why I said it's not actually that cold in here anymore.
I know. When you said that, I was like, I don't know what fucking water you're going in, but
I don't know. You know what I think it was is up at the river by our place there. That sun shining through the trees now, so you get that heat.
Well, no, that's only in the daytime though.
Yeah,
because the sun doesn't get there in the
mornings.
mornings.
No, that's true. The mornings.
Even on the weekend, just going to play with the kids, and that's
it makes a big difference. Get that extra like 10 degrees down
feel
in the
the
water.
Heat on there. We don't have even any sun anywhere today, so it's giving that extra little bit of chilliness. However, I'm currently taking a pee, so that's warming me up a little bit. There's no rules in the river, right? There's no blue dye that's going to come up around me, is there?
I guess we're going to find out, but I was just checking to see which way is this river flowing again? Where am I sitting? All right, we're good.
Oh, all right, baby.
But yeah, that's all of this is kind of fitting to what I was thinking. I was thinking this morning, man, like what should we talk about today? And usually I just kind of release that and go, it'll be whatever it needs to be. But sometimes it just comes up, you know. And we had a guest. Well, we had a couple of guests that were supposed to be here with us today, and it just turned out that they weren't. So the thought that I had to shift really quickly. So I won't even mention that one because there is a thought that I have over the next couple of weeks about what I want to lean into. But for today, I think the theme was kind of, you know, we both woke up thinking, do you really want to go do this today?
Totally.
Maybe we should go in a hot tub instead.
Yeah.
And it's always good to just have somebody else to hold you high, keep you accountable, lean into it all. But then my thought went to, can you be addicted to growth? Like, is there a level where you can kind of go too far on all of this? And like
it's a great question. And I think the simple answer is yes. I think you can be addicted to anything, right? And it can get to an unhealthy place, even though it's a healthy thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? Because of course, if that's your obsession, then what are you could potentially be ignoring other things in your life. Right? So I think it's like anything, there does need to be a healthy balance. And you need to define what your growth is serving. You need to have a why, a clear why. Right? Otherwise, it's you can grow and ascend as high as you want, but it might be pretty lonely.
Totally.
If you're not balanced.
Well, that was one of the, like, we had that roundtable chat yesterday, and there was about 7 people on there or so, and we titled it The Secret to Having It All, knowing that it was a bit of a planted question and an open discussion around what that actually means. And does it mean that you are extremely freaking everything in all aspects of your life, or does it mean that you go through seasons even too, right, where you are really intense with your physical activity? Or I think too, man, like, I don't know how much you notice this in the social feeds and stuff, but I find when I tune back into the social feeds sometimes, I'll come across people that'll go, look, you can't meditate and journal and quiet mind yourself to your best life. And it's literally a dig on, like, to say, like, stop with all this bullshit and get to work, you know? Like, you think of, like, David Goggins and the extreme examples of that, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think that there's a right answer to any of that stuff, right? Because if you, in my personal opinion, you sit back and you just meditate and you don't move or take committed action, then it doesn't get you to your desired place either. But
Anyways, this just got me pondering that, right? Like, can you be addicted and too much in one direction?
I think you're right on both, because if you simply just work hard as well, and you don't have that balance of looking inward, of making sure the direction you're going is even where you want to go, eventually you're going to get to a place of burnout. You're going to get to a place of, how the fuck did I get here?
Yeah.
Right? And the opposite totally is, you can't just zen out and sit there and manifest, if you will, or visualize things without action.
Yeah.
You do need to have that healthy balance of both, because nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? It's so it's a great point. It's extremes, and I think the seasonality one is a good one too. And it's I think there's going to be different people that sometimes, they're year round, they're on, but other people pull back at times, and they need to know that's okay.
Yeah.
That, the journey does ebb and flow, and that we should have those times that we give ourselves rest, intentional rest. But it's funny how it circles back to this morning, my thought process, because it's literally my thoughts this morning with our time in between our texts.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I'm going to bail. I don't think I'm going, but I had the conversation with myself.
Yeah.
And then I was literally like snowballed in that thought process. And I was like, if I bail this morning, that's going to start the creation of a pattern, a habit. And I'm going to bail on other things. And I literally started to slowly spiral on that thought. And I was like, there's no fucking way I'm bailing. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I don't want to get in cold water.
Yeah.
But I know if I walk outside, it's one step closer to where I need to be. And then when I texted you, I was like, I'm in my truck. I knew that would solidify it for me and for you.
Yeah.
Not knowing where you were at, but I was, we had kind of a ... conversation, and I was like, if he has any hesitation, that'll get him out here too.
That's the best way to explain it. It was a ...
Yeah.
Right, but it was on WhatsApp, so you couldn't even see the like like, is there another message coming this way?
Literally just like, we're supposed to meet in 6 minutes, but it's still open-ended.
Yeah.
Okay, we're supposed to meet in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah. Well, and I'm just yesterday, I can't remember how this all started exactly. I think Shar posted something about us being 21 days away from Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, what can I do to support myself as we get closer to that date, though, too, knowing that there's going to be a lot of things that are going to come up. There's going to be some stressful moments.
Yeah.
There already has been, just naturally, with the move and selling everything and all of this stuff. And so I actually decided to do 20 days of reflecting back on times in my life when I've been scared about something, or had my ego take over, or decided to push my way through something, as opposed to slowing down to really reflect, observe and just take it in. And we were even saying it as we were walking over here, walking down the trail, that I was like, are we on the right trail? It doesn't feel like the right trail. And Mike just mentioned, oh, you must just be more present in observing. And it was true, man. Like, I had to take a second and go, I don't remember this bend. I don't remember that part of the river. But we've been by it like at least 3 or 4 times just in the last couple of months already.
But if you think about it, those times, we always had a new person with us, so there's new discussions happening. We were kind of like engaged in that, and not so much on our surroundings. So, but I think that's important for you guys in your process, because you have a lot of life changes coming up, and that can't go untalked about with yourself and with Shar and with the kids, because you're literally, you talk about attachments to anything, especially the kids who aren't as evolved as we are, to all the things that are just, leaving, or not being taken away, but shifting, right? And then with each other, because it's these, job and role changes there. Your whole environment is changing. Your home that you built memories for the past 3+ years. That's
a big one,
right?
That's a big one that's been hitting us recently.
Yeah.
Is the house that we turned into a home.
Yeah. That's it. And but it's very healthy in stripping that stuff away and looking at it at the core and saying, well, wherever you guys are is home, and I know that sounds cliche, but
No, yeah,
you got your core unit, your family,
yeah,
including Finn,
yeah.
you know, and that's your crew, and wherever you guys are, as long as you're together and there's, you know, the warmth and the love, you can take on any adventure,
That's right.
right?
Yeah, you reminded me of a couple other life events actually that I'll include in the mix of this 20 days of sharing, because that exercise alone, that was one thing I was going to mention to you actually that has been really powerful. Just in the last 24 hours, man, I sat down and thought, what are all the moments in my life where there was an upheaval, a shift of identity, uncertainty, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Like a move or a, you know, you got cut from a hockey team or you went through a breakup or whatever.
I think your world is really shifting.
And how am I going to possibly, what can I learn from what I've experienced in the past? And how can I integrate that into now? And know that by default, and this is why I was mentioning, like, can we be addicted to growth? Because that thought of addiction to growth to me is about pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and doing more, you know? But that's what I've found a lot of peace in, and that's why I appreciated what we did even in the non-breath work today. Was just an opportunity to go, yeah, this is all perfect exactly how it is.
Yeah.
Just being present. You know?
Yeah, and I think it's important as you observe those moments and those times that you're talking about, you find the trends in what you did. You know, did you sit there and wallow in it for a week? Or did you keep moving forward, right?
Yeah.
Did you look for the light, or did you, right? It's totally, I mean, I have a couple ones that come to mind right away when you say that, and it's totally, when worlds are shifting, and there was certainly moments of, I don't know what I'm going to do, this is changing my identity and everything, but also knowing it is temporary is a huge one, right? Because we can easily get stuck in, this is changing the course of my future, right? Or you can choose to shape that.
Yeah. Well, and what we focus on amplifies, right? It's kind of like what we talked about on the drive over here with the mushrooms and stuff, and the Lyme disease and just all of it, right?
Yeah.
You know, or even the shoulder pain or the back pain I was talking about there, right? It's like we can focus on that and go, oh, my back. It's like, or we can explore ways that we can make small changes to the way that we think or how we roll with a ball on the wall type thing to loosen the shoulders up. And it starts with the conversation of just saying it out loud.
Or even, as you said, you know, you're questioning the pain. Why is it arriving, right? We all too often look at pain purely as physical, but when it arrives out of nowhere, it's good to question and say, you know, is this trying to teach me something? Or did I twist my ankle because maybe I've been going too fast for the last week?
Yeah, it's just awareness.
The universe is telling me to slow down a little bit, right? Or so there's that healthy balance there too.
Or when you fall asleep meditating at night and have the awareness that maybe we should do this in the morning or the middle of the day, right?
Yeah. No, I'll tell you, I zombied to my bed pretty nicely, so pretty well, but yeah.
Good stuff. Well, we sat in here for 14 and a half minutes, so it's a good chat.
It's pretty solid.
You're going to miss these, man, honestly.
Absolutely.
But know that we are ascending onto a new level of challenge and opportunity to just evolve.
Well, we've
evolve
got
the conversation and how we push ourselves, you know?
Yeah. We've got a lot of conversations and planning meetings to be had.
Yeah.
Once you leave Canadian soil, the next meeting is on Costa Rican soil, so that's pretty darn exciting.
That's right.
It's going to be a big hug when I land trip.
Lots to look forward to. Exactly.
Yeah, so.
All right, let's hop out of this cold. Let's go find a hot tub.
Selfie with the deer in the background.